and welcome to this week's vlog. If you're new here, my name is Lauren. I'm a small business owner of Citrus Diaries Studio and I live in Columbus, Ohio, and these are a couple days in my life. Today is Friday and it's just a day of calls. I had an intro podcast recording with Jordan, which is just so fun, and I love talking about CPG and food and beverage with her because we could chat for quite literally hours. So that's really fun. That segment will already be up when this episode goes live. So it'll be in the most recent podcast episode. And yeah, I have a podcast recording, full-length episode in about an hour with a founder of a women's wellness brand, which I'm quite excited about. And then I have one other call, and that is it for the day. I have one recipe that I'm hoping I can film today. It's just a super simple salad, and I think I should have some time later today, and I'm gonna get that going, and then that will be it for my Friday. It is shockingly a chill day, and I'm quite literally loving it. I'm going camping tonight, just like an hour north of Columbus, in one of the state parks here, but I'm going camping, so I need to like pull together all of my last minute items and things from my list, and then we're leaving. We're camping tonight and hiking during the day tomorrow, and then coming back like tomorrow afternoon. And we were originally going to go Saturday through Sunday. It's going to rain all day on Sunday, so we were like, okay, let's switch it. And I kind of like this plan better because we're doing something fun, but then I still have all day Sunday to just like relax at home and do things at home, and I also have the afternoon on Saturday as well. And we're going to a birthday party Saturday night, which will be really fun. But yeah, I'm excited to disconnect, be away from my phone, and just like have some time to chill. I'm still a nervous and novice camper, but Wes feels very confident and comfortable with all of it, so I trust him. We are bringing Harlow for the first time because when we've gone before, we've been out of state and she's been like staying with somebody, and this time, since we're camping so close to home and it's only for one night, she's gonna come with. So I'm excited to see how that's gonna go. I mean, she's such a chill dog, and she's been on plenty of hikes with us before this, and we checked the trails are all dog friendly that we're planning on going on. So I'm hoping it goes well. I think it should go well. The only thing I'm thinking of is that maybe I should have gotten one of those like waist leashes so I don't have to hold a leash the whole time, but we're not going for like that long of hikes that I feel like we might need to. I think it's like somewhere around 5 miles, something to that degree, but it'll be really fun. I wrote up in this week's newsletter, so the one that went out on Tuesday, but I wrote about my camping snacks and camping food that we're bringing because I think that is like such a fun genre of content that's not like wilderness survival outdoors camping food, but just like fun food that I'm bringing with. And this weekend, since we only need one meal, like true meal, we're doing a little bit less than what we did when we've gone camping before, but I'm bringing a can of Heyday's Pozole Verde, which is our favorite like packaged item. I don't buy a lot of like pre-made meals and things like that because I love cooking from scratch, but I love Heyday. I love everything they stand for. I love everything that they make, and I feel so comfortable and confident eating their food. And so we're bringing a can of that. And then I have a package of a dozen cousins, like Spanish rice that's cooked in bone broth, which again, more protein, which will be fantastic for like an outdoor adventure. But we're bringing that. And then for breakfast on Saturday, we're just doing like peanut butter and bananas. I'm bringing the little bit that I have left of One Trick Pony's crunchy peanut butter, and then some bananas. And then I picked up some Kate's granola bars. Their dark chocolate cherry are my favorite ever. And we also picked up some of the mezcla bars. We got the, pistachio chocolate, I think is the flavor. I'm trying to remember. Or maybe it's not matcha. Maybe it's matcha. I don't know. I'll put a picture of all the products up here. But we grabbed them like kind of randomly before we hiked Rainier, and Wes and I loved them. I hadn't had one before, or I guess maybe I'd had one, but it had been years since I'd had one. And yeah, they were great. So we picked some of those up, and then we have some chips. I picked up some Quinn like pretzel puffs that are stuffed with the peanut butter. And we got some sour Skittles and Twizzlers, obviously. And I'm gonna bring Spindrift to drink like just tonight, and then probably like to drink after the hike. And then maybe we'll bring, like Wes will bring some beer. I don't know what his plan is, but I'll be drinking my Spindrift. And yeah, that's kind of our plan. So I'll show some clips of that, and then we'll get into the rest of next week. But thank you so much for watching my channel and my videos. I feel so grateful that there are people even watching them, and that feels really special, even though it's not like some crazy metrics. We're not even hitting 100 views on a video yet, but I'm very excited anyway that there are people watching, that people care. You can follow me on Instagram at citrusdiaries.studio. You can follow on Substack at The Digest by Citrus Diaries and Wholesome Goods. Everything is linked in the show notes. And I'm back every Thursday/Friday with a new video. And let's get into this week's. Good morning and happy Monday. It is like 10 a.m. right now, and I'm making some kind of late breakfast. I have been trying to eat breakfast earlier, but it wasn't gonna happen today. So I have some green tea and some cereal. I'm like very excited about this cereal. I've been trying to find a cereal that I like, that I can eat, because I don't want something super high in sugar, because it makes my head hurt if I eat something like very sugary first thing in the morning. And then like I feel like so many of the protein options and like all the cereals out right now have soy in them, and I can't eat soy because of an allergy. So anyway, it's been very difficult, and I found this new brand, or new to me, I guess, new product that I've looked at. And I'm excited just to have a bowl of cereal this morning. So I have some tea. This is from Rozzy Tea. I'll link all the stuff in the description. And this mug that my really good friend actually got my boyfriend for his birthday, but it's from a coffee shop that we love in Cincinnati. And actually, when Wes and I were like talking, we weren't officially dating yet, we went to Cincinnati for the day, and he claims this is when he was like, realized he was all in, wanted to date, etc. But we went to Proud Hound, and it's such a special memory. So I love that she got him this mug, and now I get to use it too. So anyway, today's Monday. Over the weekend, we camped Friday night into Saturday. Saturday we hiked, and then we came home, and we had a birthday party to go to Saturday night. So that was very fun, very busy. I was completely and utterly exhausted when we got back from camping. I like had not slept well Thursday night. And then Friday night we were camping, and I was on an air mattress and like was so cozy and everything, but I just didn't sleep well. I don't know, I always feel a little on edge. This is like my third or fourth time camping. I'm getting better. I didn't have like a panic attack migraine episode this time, so that was progress, but I don't know, I'm just a little nervous. So it was very fun. I'll put some pictures. They've probably already been floating up as I've been talking, but forgot to take any video. I think maybe I took a couple, so you probably saw them at the beginning of this video. But yeah, it was very fun. We did like a 3-mile hike, so it wasn't that far. We were in Mohican State Park in Ohio, and the hike was good. There was another hike we wanted to do, but we didn't realize until we got there, or not till we got, like till we got to the campsite and we're like looking at the hikes for the next day. We were like, oh, this is probably more extreme. It was labeled as extreme, which like, I don't know what their ranking system is, but the only reason we didn't do it is because we had Harlow with us, and it looked like there were sections where you had to climb ladders, and we could have put her in a backpack, but I don't know, I just didn't feel like we were equipped to do that, and we're so close to the park. Like where we live in Columbus, it's only like an hour 15, so I was like, we could come back and just like do that hike and not have her, and it would be so much less stress-free, and that worked out really well. So anywho, that was very fun. Sunday literally did nothing. It downpoured the entire day, which was kind of nice for like a sleepy, like hangout Sunday. We did nothing. We ordered lunch, then we went to Whole Foods. I picked up some tortellini for dinner, and we had, what was it? It was mushroom. It was porcini mushroom, tortellini in Pecora's beef broth that I steeped some sage in. I had some fresh sage left over from a recipe this past week, and then served the tortellini in the broth, topped with lots of parm, topped with lemon juice and garlic infused olive oil and chopped parsley, and it was delicious. I probably could have eaten the whole package myself, but I did have to split it with Wes, so it was very good. Yeah, and today's Monday, so I would say like a moderate Monday. I switched some things around because we're going to Chicago Thursday, and we're gonna be there like Thursday night through Sunday night, and I just like need to get some more like things I need to do at home done before then, and then I have like a couple deadlines that I'm like working up against. So yeah, I have some design work to work on today. I have a little bit of content stuff, and then I have my usual like Monday admin things, some of which I did on Friday, some of which I like quickly did last night just because I didn't want to have to deal with it this morning, which I usually don't do, but it'll just be a day of working at the computer. That's why I'm also having tea now. One, it was freezing outside for our walk this morning. It did feel good because it's sunny, but I decided I needed something hot. I couldn't go like straight into like an iced coffee, but I have my tea, I have my cereal. I'm gonna go do my admin work, and then after that I'm gonna see how I feel, and I might go to a coffee shop and do some work, but depends where I get with my like content things. So anyway, I thought I would show you my outfit because I'm very excited about it. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the brand American Vintage, but they make a vest very similar to the one that I have on, and I found this one at Old Navy. It was on sale for $19.99. I was so excited. I was actually like just like placing an order on Gap for something else, and I was like, let me just quick search to see if anybody has a fleece vest, because I've been like really eyeing getting another one, and then this one popped up on Old Navy and it was on sale, and it was in stock in the location like right down the road from me. So I picked it up on my way to Whole Foods last night, and I'm very excited about it. So I have the vest on. I'll zoom out in a second, you'll see the full outfit, but I have my usual earrings on. Both of these are from Free People. I got them when I worked there, so they are probably 6 or 7 years old. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, like 6 years old, I think. I have little pink hair clips in. I have 2 braids in the back, which I'm quite excited about. I like kind of the lower. I usually like will do a ponytail, and then from that ponytail do 2 braids, but this time I just did 2 lower pigtails that I then braided. And then let me like angle you down. This is the vest. This is the vest. Isn't she so cute? I know my face is cut off, but it's okay. She's just very boxy. She's very fun. I got an extra small, which I almost got the small. Let me put this down. I almost got the small, but then I felt like it was just too baggy. And this, I feel like, you know, it's baggy like a vest, but I could still wear a long sleeve, like a tight fitting long sleeve like I have on under it, and it doesn't look too crazy. But I can also get away with wearing a sweatshirt under it, which was my main goal, because I am always cold, and I know that like I'm gonna want to wear a sweatshirt under this more than a long sleeve most of the time. So that was a plan here. But they also had it in a cream color, which I'm kind of tempted to go back and also get, but I love the pink. It's so fun. I have this just like blush colored tight fitting long sleeve. It's so soft. I believe this is from Gap or Old Navy from like quite a few years ago. But I just love it because it's like incredibly soft. I have on my usual necklace, and then my, let me see if I can back up enough. My Meals pants. These are the chef pants in flower. They are my favorite like everyday pants that I wear so frequently. And I have them in pink, and I have them in like a burgundy color, maroon-ish. I don't know what you call it. But I love them. I also recently got the matching jacket with the burgundy set, so that's very exciting. I'll put like pictures up here, probably what I'm talking about. But yeah, I love Meals pants. I could not say like enough good things about them. They are so comfy and so great for like working from home, but also just like perfect for wearing out. And I wouldn't say like super dress them up, but like I can dress them up enough to where I'm like, yeah, this is a good outfit. But also they're so casual to just like throw on with a hoodie or like a t-shirt and sneakers and like go out, and I feel good, and I don't feel like I'm ever really reaching to put on sweatpants during the day when I'm working from home, which was a previous problem, and I was getting really annoyed by it because I felt like I wasn't dressing anymore. So these are kind of like my interim outfits between like sweatpants and like going outside, like outside clothing. But I wear the pants obviously both, but this is a great work from home outfit. And I just have on a pair of white ruffled socks, and I'm realizing this intro is almost 10 minutes, but that is Monday. I will check in with you throughout the day, throughout the week, and yeah. Okay, I don't want to expose myself that badly, but this is the cleanest my fridge has looked in so long. I did such a good clean out. I have not gone through the sauces and the condiments on the side, but I don't know. I just don't think I have a fridge that is ever gonna look perfectly clean. Hello, good morning. It is Tuesday. I just made some coffee and some cereal, which I need to go eat before it gets too soggy, but I wanted to intro today. It is Tuesday, as I was saying. I made a half chocolate milk, half oat milk iced coffee. I guess it's kind of an iced cortado, iced cappuccino when you're talking about the ratios of milk to coffee, but I was running out of beans. Wes texted me this morning and he was like, I only used 12 grams. Usually we use like 17. And he was like, it turned out fine. I think you have like 12 grams left. So hopefully you can get a double shot, and it's fine. Is it the best shot of espresso I've ever pulled? No, but the chocolate milk masks that, and I'm just happy to have some coffee this morning. I did get my matcha delivery yesterday from Matcha Freak. It has been stuck in Los Angeles with all the tariffs and the importing issues that are going on. It was stuck there, and so yeah, I didn't have matcha for like a month. And it was very sad, and there are no other brands that I'm like interested in buying from or supporting besides Matcha Freak and my girl Katie. So I just held out, and I've had a lot of coffee, and there really aren't that many good matcha places in Columbus. There are some that claim to be very good, but then you go and they're so milky and they're like grainy, and I don't know, not worth the price to me basically. So I held out. I got 100 grams of matcha. So I am set for a little bit. I'm quite excited. And I also got another Bink like straw cap, not this one, like this same style of like straw but cap, but I got it in cobalt blue because I needed another one, and I use my Binks all the time, and I only have one straw cap like that. I have another one that's like a flip cap, but I love the straw cap. Anyway, long story short, this doesn't matter, but have some cereal, have some coffee. I had a call this morning because I'm getting Invisalign next year, which is very exciting and something that I have been wanting to do and kind of putting off and waiting for things to just fall into place with it. And now it's going to, and I'm excited. It's going to be like a 6 to 8 month process, they told me. And then obviously you wear the retainers for the rest of your life at night after the 8 months, but only 6 to 8 months of wearing them constantly doesn't seem that bad. So I'm excited for that to begin. I think we're starting in January or like later December, but that will be quite exciting. And then I have 2 like weekly, or yeah, I guess weekly calls that I have every Tuesday today. I have 2 recipes that I need to work on. One is for like a loaded up Caesar salad. So basically it's using Churn's new anchovy lemon butter, and I'm going to cook the chicken in that for the Caesar salad. I'm going to mix it in with the dressing, I think. And then I'm going to, bake croutons in it. So it'll be very good. I'm excited to work on that. And the other thing is like an oven baked leeks situation, but it's just gonna be leeks roasted in anchovy lemon butter and then served with sourdough. Pretty easy, but like a good appetizer. And I'm gonna toast the bread probably in some of the anchovy lemon butter too. But really the videos are to show like how cool and innovative the butter is, and it can be used in a multitude of ways. And yeah, I'm excited. It is quite good. So that is my day, and tonight I'm hoping to go for a walk with a friend and maybe start packing for Chicago this weekend, but I might leave that till tomorrow night because I have a bit calmer of a day on Wednesday, so we'll see. But anyway, that is today.
I have some sourdough bread that I've cubed up in large kind of chunky pieces like this. Plenty of olive oil on these.
I need to show you this amazing package I just got in the mail. Well, I took it out of its box, but I received the Fishwife, their new like gift starter set sort of deal, but it's in this gorgeous, let me see, metal box, which is just, it's so beautiful. Like, can you see all of the artwork on this? I'm filming an ad for them about this box particularly, but I want to show you what was inside of it because I love tinned fish. Anyway, let me see if I can show you this. Ta-da! Isn't that stunning? So we have smoked, here, can we see? Smoked rainbow trout, delish. We also have smoked trout with red chimichurri. I'm trying to set this all back in here perfectly. What are these? We have little toothpicks. Perfect. Smoked mackerel with chili flakes. Sardines with preserved lemon. Delish. I've also had all of these and love all of these. We have the Fly by Jing Fishwife, like Sichuan chili crisp smoked salmon. This was my intro to Fishwife and what I will be talking about in the ad. And it's a product that I love so much. We have the albacore tuna with Spanish lemon, incredible. And then we have just the OG smoked salmon. So good, and it comes in this perfect little tin. I'm actually just gonna take this piece out. Well, maybe I should keep this actually. Anyway, I find this to be perfect and I think is an amazing gift option. Actually, let me go get another box that I got that I want to show you. This is my second born child because Harlow, my dog, is my firstborn child, but this is Afternoon Foods. This is the brand that I have talked about, I think, a decent amount on here that oh my God, my neighbor walked past and I got so nervous. It's a brand that I designed and led creative for, and this is the gorgeous like starter kit gift box that we designed. So we originally designed these for influencers, but I'm like so nervous. We originally designed them for influencers, but we decided to re-release them for holiday time. So when you open it, you have all 3 flavor boxes, and then we also have the shaker box. So the shaker is a jar with measuring notches on it, and see if I can open it well. I don't want to rip it. So here's the jar. Really cute branded lid, which this actually took us so long to get the colors where we wanted, but it has a pattern along the edges and then this hand and bowl logo on top. We have the jar with measurement notches on it. So you measure out 5 tablespoons of olive oil, 2 tablespoons of vinegar, and then your stick pack in here. And it's as easy as that. And you shake your dressing together and you have 3 servings of dressing, more or less depending how much dressing you like on something. But this is awesome. This box was really fun to design and I'm really proud of this product set. You can see the front says the shaker with a description. We have the side a fun quote. The back is more of the story. And then the side is like how to use with this rip, pour, shake icon. So we have that. And then we have 3 flavor boxes. So you have Umami Mommy, which is like tamari, nutritional yeast, shiitake mushroom. You have Greek Goddess, which is oregano, parsley, garlic. And like there's more things. Those are just like the flavor notes. And then Our House, which is garlic, lemon, and Dijon. I don't know why I forgot what I was saying. But you get all of these in here, and each box has 9 stick packs, but then 3 servings per each stick pack, so you get 27 servings. Anyway, I'm really proud of this. I think this looks absolutely beautiful, and this box turned out so good, so I'll show you. The front says the starter kit. These are the 3 flavors and the shaker, dry dressing blends. The side has, I'm trying to see in the camera. This is Kelly and Erica's like note and story. And then the back has more of what's inside. So these are the flavor notes and just like an expanded upon version of kind of what I was just sharing about each of them. And then the side has this same like rip, pour, shake info of how to use the product. And then you have the same icon on the front. Bottom is blank. But that's another really fun starter kit, and I'm really proud of it. I got a brand new bag of Matcha Freak after it being stuck in tariffs and customs and I don't even know, all those things, which was not Matcha Freak's fault, it was the government's fault. But anyway, we're going to make a matcha. I have not had one in a hot minute. I'm gonna fill a cup with ice. I need some WD-40 for my cabinets. Cup of ice. I'm gonna get oat milk. Now I'm an unsweetened gal when it comes to matcha. I rarely want a sweetener in there. So oat milk is usually enough. But if you wanted sweetener, there's so many good options. I have some blueberry syrup, but I kind of feel like I want to just do a regular matcha. I also really like this Oatly 4-ingredient oat milk because I was buying like the fancier, probably better for you oat milks, but they get really expensive after a while, and Wes and I both drink oat milk and we were just going through so much and it was just not cost effective. So I think that container of oat milk is like $4.99 at my Whole Foods, and it takes us a week. Sometimes we can get 2 weeks. It depends if we're here on the weekend, but it takes us a little bit to go through it. And I feel like it is a worthy investment. Now it is 5:15 right now. Do I need to be drinking a matcha right now? No. Could this potentially keep me up tonight? Yes. But I have a chill-ish day tomorrow, so it's okay. I'm gonna whisk this, and then I'm thinking I'm gonna make myself a snack plate because the Caesar salad that you saw me make earlier, we're gonna have for dinner, so I don't need to prep anything there, and I think Wes is gonna be home a little bit later because he's getting a haircut. So I desperately need food, need a snack, need something. So I have a lot of like fun cheeses that I've picked up. So I think I'm gonna have that, and some olives, probably a cookie. What else? So many fun things. Oh, and this sweatshirt is, I can tell you about my outfit because obviously you're wondering. This sweatshirt is from Outdoor Voices. It's old Outdoor Voices before they were bought by private equity, before they closed and reopened with Ty Haney, which I'm still jury's out on if I like the new Outdoor Voices stuff. I like the one pair of pants that they have right now that like zip open on the side, but that's really the only thing I'm like slightly intrigued by. And then I have on pink Mules pants, which are the pink version of what I wore yesterday, a white short sleeve shirt from Gap, and then I have on these like fuchsia socks from Gap, and my bag boot slippers. That looks glorious. I have this like chubby metal straw that I got from a coffee shop by my last apartment in New York, and it is so cherished to me. I love it. It's where I got introduced to matcha, and so special. Now that is the right color green. This is what I want to see. I need to put a screenshot in here of this matcha that appeared on Uber Eats if I can find it. It was literally like milk. I was like, why did you even put that photo there? But this is fabulous. It's always fabulous. I'm actually gonna chop it with a little more milk because I definitely want matcha heavy, which I'm not mad about. But I don't want the drink to end. Good morning and happy Wednesday. As you can see, I have my new bank lid here, which is very exciting, but it is a very gloomy Wednesday, and I thought it was gonna kind of be sunny, so this is throwing off my plans a little bit, but I feel like we had this like, to me it was like a freak storm last night for maybe an hour, but the sky got so scary and so dark. I thought it was gonna be a lot worse than it actually was, but I feel like now that's kind of like screwed up the weather for today and tomorrow. So we'll see. I'm hoping the sun will come out later today. I'm waiting for my kettle to heat up so I can have some tea, which is exciting because it's like finally cool enough where I'm like, ooh, I can lean into a warm beverage in the morning. Usually I'm like so warm and so ready for something iced in the morning. But yeah, that's that. Today I am hoping to film a recipe. We'll see. I have to do it tomorrow. Hoping to film a recipe, need to edit another recipe for the Caesar salad that you saw yesterday, which was so good. And I have a new client call, which is exciting, and a couple other just like random admin-y things that I want to do before I'm going to be out of town on Friday and through the weekend. So that's the day. I just prepped and put on a pot of brothy beans. I have some of Simply's gigante beans in here and some, honestly, probably 2 old primary beans that are their Southwest Gold, which I don't think they make anymore after they've been acquired, but I do love them. And then the rest of it was just like veg that needed to be used up. So I have carrot, zucchini, shallot, garlic, bay leaves, salt, pepper, olive oil, and lemon, and 2 parm rinds. So I think it's gonna be really good. Once it gets cold outside, I will make brothy beans once a week because I think it is a fabulous way to use up vegetables and things that you have in the fridge, and also just get like so much nutrition and warmth. So this will be good. I'm gonna reduce it to a simmer, cover it, and then let it cook for the next couple hours. It is 12:46 right now. We'll probably eat this sometime around 6 o'clock. I just made a glorious pepperoni grilled cheese that I grilled in truffle butter. The truffle butter is from Churn, and I'm so excited to eat this. This is my first grilled cheese in so long, and grilled cheese feels so nostalgic because my mom would always make it with like the really soft, like pillowy bread that you would just get in the bread aisle at the grocery store, and American cheese, and it always hits so hard, and this feels so nostalgic, and I cannot wait to eat it. Wes hung these prints for me in the kitchen last night. They're part of a print subscription club that I'm part of, where you get a new print every month. And don't look at the top of my fridge, but I think they look perfect here. I'll put the name of the artist on the screen, but $7 a month and you get a beautiful little print. I'm waiting for this month, so I'm excited to see it. Good morning. It is Thursday and it feels like a Thursday. I wish it was Friday. I am so tired and frankly kind of over the week. I've had a good week all in all, but except for just dropping my cereal. But the gloom of today is just throwing a wrench in some of my plans. I have a recipe I really want to film. I feel like there is enough light that I can do it. It won't be like my favorite lighting, but it is a cozier recipe. It's leeks that are braised in anchovy lemon butter and heavy cream and tarragon, and then you serve it with like a crusty baguette. So it's a cozy meal, so the lighting will be okay, but I'm just not ready to enter the season where it is so dark and gloomy all the time. But anyway, I made some tea. I'm very much on this like tea and cereal kick. It just feels right for this time of year. I broke out this sweater that I got at Gap last year, which I heard some rumblings that Gap is like somehow involved in something with Trump's parade. And if that's the case, then I'm gonna be one, really upset as an avid Gap shopper, and two, will not be shopping there anymore because that's gross. But this is from last season, okay? So, and I do have an order on the way, so we're gonna have to see how things pan out. Anyway, I have on this blue sweater and it makes me very happy. So that's that. I packed for Chicago last night. I also made banana chocolate chip cookies that I would call like banana bread cookies, and they have brown butter in them, dark chocolate, milk chocolate, obviously banana, cinnamon. They're a Justine Stacks recipe and they were quite delicious. They made huge cookies. As you saw, I had like a short clip. I was gonna film the whole thing and I was like, you know what? Let me bake for myself. Let me do something that is just for me, not for filming or content or anything like that. And it was wonderful. So those cookies are delicious. I am going to be bringing the rest to Chicago tonight because I know my friend will want to try one. So that's the plan there. I have a couple things that I need to like last minute grab before we leave later today, but that can wait until I'm done with this video. And then there's like a quick like little unboxing video that I need to film of that afternoon gift box I showed you guys. So I should do those two things, and then that will be it for the day, which is wonderful because I jam-packed the beginning of my week so that today could be pretty easy and I wouldn't be like rushing at the last minute. So hopefully that stays true for the day. Tomorrow we'll be in Chicago. I have a podcast recording in the morning and some like work to do, but like not really. I have some like content planning to do. I need to write next week's Substack. I'm trying to do it on Fridays rather than Mondays and see how I like that. But yeah, I have that to do tomorrow, and then I'm hoping to be able to get done with all that early and have some time to meet up with friends and to explore and all of that. But we're going to a Mediterranean restaurant tomorrow night. I'll put the name on the screen. It was my friend's recommendation, so I'm very excited. I love Mediterranean food. I feel like this is an Americanized version of Mediterranean food, so that always kind of sucks, but it does sound like it's going to be quite delicious. So we'll see how it is. And then I think we're going to go to the Lincoln Park Conservatory on Saturday. Hopefully hit up some bakeries and things like that, but it should be a fun weekend. It only kind of sucks that it is like a almost 6-hour drive there, and doing that like a Thursday night, coming back a Sunday night is quite exhausting, which is why we don't do it all the time. But this is a great weekend to go before it gets freezing cold, and I want to see my friend. So that is that. Okay, I'm gonna end this week's vlog here. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I would love for you to share this video, like, subscribe, turn notifications on, all the things. You can follow me on Instagram at citrusdiaries.studio and Substack at Lauren Hodgen. I'll put it all on the screen and it's all in the description as well. I finish up my recipes, finish up my work. I have about an hour until Wes gets home, so I'm hoping to have all of my stuff together so we can just throw it in the car and leave as soon as he gets home. And hopefully we'll get to Chicago around 10:30, 11. We'll see. But I will have all that in next week's vlog, along with our usual weekly content of cooking and creating. So thanks again for watching. I'll see you next week.